Hi guys, I'm Vlad Catcher, and this video is about making your first sale in 14 days, a checklist for new entrepreneurs. So everybody wants to make sales quickly, because if you make sales quickly, that means you're on the right track. Now, I've done this successfully twice. So my first successful business that we built, we actually sold $20,000 in the first 4 weeks from the time we had an idea. So from the time we had an idea, kind of this is what we want to pursue, within 4 weeks we sold $20,000. The second time I've done this successfully, we sold $35,000 in 21 days. From the time we started. I mean, that's crazy to us, right? Like from the time we started, we sold $35,000. And you know, back when I was starting 8 years ago, it would seem like these are big numbers. It's like, wow, it's cool to sell $35,000 a month, but these are very small numbers. So in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to get your first sales very quickly. How do you execute it to get your sales right away? And before I get into it, I'd like to say that this video is sponsored by jimdo.com. They allow you to set up your website, your blog, or your online store in 3 minutes. Now note, I was skeptical initially, so I tried it myself, and I actually have my website live in 4 minutes. From the time I started, I timed it. In 4 minutes, my website was live. It was super easy. It was free. I didn't need any plugins. I didn't need any coding. And they made the questions very easily because they automated everything in the back end. They have AI, all kind of stuff. But it's just very easy for me to use. So I was able to set up my website in 4 minutes. And it was pretty. It was nice. And they take care of the mobile, because the mobile also matters, because you want your website to look good on the phone and on desktop. So that's jimdo.com. They're really good. I recommend try them. So here we go with my checklist to get your first sale quickly. Number one, identify who needs your service. And I'm just going to use an example here. Let's say if you're going to start a local Instagram influencer marketing. So who needs your service? Potentially spas, potentially restaurants, potentially barbershops. Because then the influencer can show up like, hey, just got my fresh haircut at Joe's Barbershop. Take a photo and he could tag it on Instagram. So who needs it? Let's say local businesses such as barbershops, restaurants, or spas, because then you can show your nails or your hair. That's who needs it. Then number two, how do you deliver this service? You have to say, how do I deliver this service? Well, in the example of local Instagram marketing, influencer marketing, you can say, well, I'll contact these 10 influencers, 10. And I'm going to look for people who are tagging my city. Let's say you live in San Francisco. So I'll keep search San Francisco. I'll find people who are specifically posting about San Francisco, and they probably have a local San Francisco audience. Okay, so now I understand who I'm going to sell it to, the businesses, spas, restaurants, barbershops, how I'm going to deliver it. I'm going to reach out to these Instagram people and contact like, hey, if I sell you some sponsorships and you'll make more money, would you be interested in working with me? They'll all say yes. They'll all say yes. And local guys are actually, they don't get approached by as many people. And think for you, you could sell this in every city. New York, Los Angeles, Baton Rouge, anywhere. You can sell it for any city in the world, which is awesome. Next point, website and social proof and some way to collect payment. So you got to have a website. You got to have some website, because every business before they pays you will check out your website. So you need to have some website. And that's again where actually Jimdo comes in, because you can create your website just so quickly and so easily with no coding. You can set up really fast. So you need to have a website. Once you have a website, you need to get some social proof. What social proof means is you need to show those businesses that others are working with you. It's like the difference between having 0 clients and having 3 clients is drastic. So you need to reach out to like 3 businesses and say, hey, I'd like to show you our service completely for free. I get an influencer to come there. Would you be interested? So even if you do it for free for those, do it for free for 3 businesses, you can execute that in like 1 day. 1 day you can get 3 influencers to come, take a photo at that restaurant with that meal, tag it, and then you can put those businesses on your website. Very important, social proof. That means others are working with you. You're not like a random one person. Other people, businesses are trusting you. And then some way to accept payments. Now, the first time I did this, that worked, we just set up a very easy way to accept payments. I mean, it was super rudimentary, and it took like 1 day. Or you can even have them wire you the money, right? You can have them wire the money if they're patient, which you don't even need to set up any payments. Or you can just set up a super simple way to accept payments on your website. So again, you need a website, you need social proof, you need a way to accept money, because that's how you'll succeed. Next point is number 4, pursue leads manually. Now remember, this is a checklist. There's only 6 steps to do here, how to get your first sale. Pursue leads manually. Start chasing leads aggressively. Start reaching out to the restaurant owners. Now again, we're following the local Instagram influencer marketing. Reach out to the restaurant owners. You can find their website directly. You can hit them on LinkedIn. You can even call them. Start hitting up spas. You can find always, these guys want to be reached, right? They want to be reached, so you'll always find their emails, their businesses. So pursue leads manually. Just chase, chase, chase. Number 5, follow the demand. So by that I mean you have to follow the money. You have to follow the money. I'll give you an example. We started a business once, and we hit leads for like 3 days. And nobody got back to us. It was the craziest thing. Nobody got back to us. But another coworker was trying a different opportunity, and she's like, hey, I'm getting a lot of interest. A lot of people interested. So we tried that, and that thing worked big time, meaning like a different line. So you have to follow the money. The best way for you to identify what works is follow the money, follow the interest, follow the traction. And the last point, number 6, is test and iterate. Some things will work, some things won't work. You got to test and iterate. Like what reach out template works, what call works, what, let's say, campaign, you're doing this, let's say local influencer marketing campaign works, and iterate very quickly. I really believe almost any business that's not enterprise, you should be able to sell at least $10,000 in your first month, for sure. Because enterprise sales, let's say if you're selling $50,000, $100,000 deal, might take you a long time, right? But to sell $10,000 in a month, you can easily do. You should do more than that, right? We sold $35,000 a month in 21 days. So those are my 6 steps how you can get your first sale. And I have a few kind of rules for you to follow here. 5 rules to follow. 1, you have to keep clients excited. So as you're talking to these clients, you have to keep them excited. And I learned this from Don King. Don King was that boxing promoter. And he said that what helped him massively in his career was being exciting. People were always excited by him. So I need you to always keep your clients excited. So anyone you're reaching out to, keep them excited. No matter what you say, they have to get excited. They have to be like, wow, this is cool. You have to keep them excited. It's your job to find what can make your leads excited about every email or every call you do with them. Number 2, put all focus on sales. Everything. So every hire you make should make more money. All your focus on sales. If it doesn't bring sales directly, during that first 30 days, don't do it at all. Because remember, you're trying to make a first sale in 14 days. That's magical. So all the focus just on sales. Number 3, you have to handle objection like a champ. When clients used to reject me, I used to say they just don't know yet. This is the beginning of conversation. So if a client used to reject me, I'll say, that's fine. This is the beginning of our conversation. I'm going to follow up forever. Meaning they will hear from me 6 months from today, and I'm going to keep them excited. So you have to handle objection like a champ. And I'd like to mention a brief story about this. So when I was in college, I started a project, and I reached out to all the college newspapers, and I said, hey, I'm starting this project. Would you be interested to write about it? And they all rejected me. My newspaper at my college rejected me. They said, Vlad, you have to pay us like $5,000. I was in college. I had like 0 revenue, 0 employees. I couldn't pay them anything. So I said, I'm going to show them. And then I started doing such viral marketing campaigns that 2 months later, they reached out to me. And they started talking to me about how to, that they want to write about this project. And so basically, the key was you have to create that demand. So handle rejection, even if you get it. And when you get rejection, say it's fine. It's all good. Because this is the beginning of conversation. Number 4 rule, it's all about the follow-up. Sales is about follow-ups. I'm so bewildered by salespeople who get rejected and they're like, hey, it's okay. He said no. Customers don't frequently even know what you're selling, what you're doing. We just reject right away. 90% of sales happen after 5 touch points. 5. That means you got to keep reaching out. And remember Don King, you got to keep them excited about what you're talking about. And number 5 rule is don't set any digital ads. until you get at least $10,000 in sales. Meaning, do everything manually. Don't automate anything. Don't bring any online traffic. Sell $10,000 yourself in a month. Once you did that, you have an actual little business. By the way, my advisor used to say, early advisor used to say, you don't have a business until you don't have product market fit in tech community until you sell at least $30,000 a month. That's what he used to say. So I always used to, when I started, thrive to reach that milestone. So that's how you do it. Now note, you have me as an example. The first time we did it successfully, sold $20,000 in 4 weeks. The second time we did it successfully, we sold $35,000 in 21 days. So you can absolutely get sales right away from the beginning of your business. And again, this video is sponsored by Jimdo.com. They allow you to make your website, your blog, or your online store in 3 minutes. No coding's required. They have a completely free version with a subdomain, so you can have your subdomain free forever. It's the easiest way to create your website. And I created my website there. I tried it in 4 minutes. It was online. Because to me, it's about how long until it's actually online. And for me, it was 4 minutes. So really cool product, really awesome product. Very easy to use for kind of impatient people who need a website or a blog quickly. And I'd like to end this with a quote. And the quote is, everything you want is on the far side of hard work. Because you have to put in the time, put in the grind. If you get rejected, that's okay. If things go against you, that's okay. If people don't believe in you, that's okay. It's part of the journey. This channel is all about entrepreneurship. If you enjoy learning about entrepreneurship, subscribe to this channel. I also have an exclusive VIP newsletter where I send the best exclusive content on my website, vladcatcher.com. You could go to vladcatcher.com, or I'll put a link for you in the description. Thanks for watching.